Hello, gentle viewers. This is Guardian welcoming you back to Out of the Park Baseball 23 with the Houston Astros. It was a bit of a down season in a lot of ways. We ended up finishing only 83 and 79, which is 5 games less than we won the year before. However, it's important to note that our offense got significantly better, and our pitching staff was only a little bit worse. Which means we might be well positioned for the future if we are fortunate. That's better. So, I spent a lot of time at the end of last episode talking about picking a hitter. And that's going to be one of the big 3 shortstops. It's either going to be Concepcion, Danny Thompson, not Thompson, Concepcion, Tim Foley, or Larry Boa. And I feel reasonably certain. Just a moment, please. I feel reasonably certain that one of those players will fall to me. Possibly all 3 of them. Although there's other players I'd love more, I don't see them falling past the top 10, let alone down to me at 14. But shortstop is something we have to fix. If Clete Boyer isn't an all-world defender, he can't support his decaying bat. And so that's why it's something we have to fix it very quickly. The good news is there's a lot to be said for different players getting even better this season. Rich Rollins, chief among them, but also Joe Morgan doesn't normally hit this poorly. So I think there's a lot more to be seen even there. So, my friends, let us get started, shall we? Jim Harden doesn't look great. He might already be a bust. We might want to consider trading him and trying to get a nice upgrade. A healthy Tom Griffin might also go a very long way to stabilizing our rotation, which is actually our great weakness. We started Ricky Clark for 20 starts, not because he wanted to, because he had to. And frankly, I'm impressed he did as well as he did. So, let's go ahead and jump forward in time a bit and just see how some things settle. Oh, we do have to activate them both, quite right. Do you really have a better offer, Walt Masterson, or are you just giving me shit? You might legitimately have a better offer from someone. That's very fair. I'll offer you 20 grand. And something else somebody pointed out is that our salary is getting pretty crazy, and they're not wrong. We have a whole lot of players who are paying a whole lot of money to. And that's probably something else we have to fix this offseason, is try to find a way to maybe save some cash, but we may not be able to. We'll see, though. Wow, 3 gold gloves. Jimmy Pags, Joe Morgan, and Luis Aparicio. Damn, Morgan. Well done, my friend. I mean, Aparicio's no big surprise, but it's still nice to have stability at an important position. I'm here for it. I am here for it. That's the only award we win, and to be quite honest, I'm not surprised. I don't think there's any other award I really had a chance at. Let's go up to Hall of Fame voting, shall we? Oh, I did update the game. Apparently there was a game-breaking draft bug where players had developed, like, insanely quickly. And I have fixed that. Okay. Ralph Branca, nope. Tommy Brown. He's just not good enough offensively. I'm sorry. I'll put up with a lot for great shortstop defense. That's not enough. I will vote for Campy. I think it's actually a very sensible decision. I don't know that I'll necessarily make it for his ballot, but he might. Dave Ferris can get my vote. Fowler and Garcia are pretty decent choices. Frankie Hayes, maybe, but it's kind of too late for him. Eddie Yost, thank you for the commenter. He said it's pronounced like toast. You're definitely in. I'll vote for Buddy Kerr. I won't feel great about it, but I'll do it. Sherm Lawler, I just don't think was good enough for long enough to earn the Hall of Fame, in my opinion. I will vote for Pee Wee Reese. If you get close to 3,000 hits, you're kind of automatic in my book. Oh, hi, Vern Stevens. Yes, please. And I'll vote for Snuffy, too, although I think he's going to be a harder get. This might just be Vern Stevens. I mean, maybe Johnny Schmitz? Maybe? I don't see any of the other first-time guys getting that big a ballot, except for maybe Roy Campanella, potentially. But I think it might just be Stevens and no one else. So that is where we are. I do not know what's up with my throat today. Alright. So 2 of the 3 great shortstops are still available to me. Mr. Tim Foley and Mr. Larry Bowa. Foley is an exceptional talent. He's not a perfect defender, but everything else about him I like quite a lot. Larry Bowa's a better defender, and he's closer to Major League ready, but I also don't think he's got the raw talent. Do I go for Vita Blue, though? No, I can't. I can't punt on shortstop. It's too important. We're going to go for Foley. I think this is the right call. I need a shortstop, and he'll be good enough at shortstop. I don't have to worry about him playing there. And he's going to be a big impact bat. It just might take him some time. Okay. Excuse me. It's a no-brainer, right? I really was hurting for pitching toward the end of last season. I'm going to grab Paul Splitworf. Easy choice. I don't hate Baker. But in order for him to be a great player, he's going to have to make a pretty big leap. And he's already 23. That may not be a good risk worth taking. Do you have any super secret mega sluggers, as I like to call them? I mean, Rich McKinney isn't terrible. And he's got the benefit of being relatively adaptable. So I think McKinney isn't a bad choice. I think we'll go ahead and draft him. I'm kind of at the point where I don't really see another great choice. I mean, I can draft John Lamb, of course. I don't think he's going to make too much of a difference, but I think that's fine. And I'm just going to go ahead and send the rest of this draft. I don't think there's anybody else that's really worth investing time in. Now the question is, do we give Tim Foley shortstop on day one? I don't think so. I don't think we can. I'd love to get another shortstop to compete with what's-his-face. But I just don't see that being a smart move. I'd like to give him some time in the minors, and I hate it. But I think that's where we are right now. Poor Jim Ray. You never really got a chance to pitch for us. Well, I wish you well. Right. I don't hate Bob Barton. My problem with Bob Barton is that I don't really need a third catcher right now. I've got Buck Martinez figuring out his shit. And then I got Jimmy Pags, a multiple-time Gold Glove winner. I don't really see a need to replace either one of them right now. Yeah. I wouldn't mind a decent outfield bat. No, Paul Splitworf is not a freaking closer game. Stop being stupid. I might try to trade Jim Harden, actually, and see what I can get for him. Although that could get us a problem like last season, where we just had too many injuries, and I'm wondering if I might not be better served just waiting to see how things shake out, rather than try to trade him too early. Let's go right to the beginning of spring training. I don't see any reason to belabor the point. Campy and Vern Stevens both made it. I'm not surprised. I am not surprised. I'm a little surprised how little traction Pee Wee Reese is getting. To be honest with you, it's a little bit shocking to me. But here we are. Here we are. Apariso's losing his defense. That's not ideal. It is many things, but ideal is not one of them. So, first things first, Paul Splitworf definitely gets invited to spring training. And I think Tim Foley does too. I want him to get some experience in the big leagues to see what he can manage. Joe Necro, I am no longer going to start you. And Tom Griffin still isn't even going to pitch, so I want to leave him as a starter, but not so much the other guys. Anybody else I'd like to call up and give them an opportunity? Like, Aurelio Rodriguez is already worse than Rich McKinney in everything but defense, so I might call him up. I mean, John Lamb is better than Gary Wagner. There's no question about that. So here's my question to myself. Jim Harden is no longer the pitcher he was even when we drafted him. He's losing velocity very, very quickly. I think it makes a ton of sense to trade him while he still has any value whatsoever. And I'd love to get a shortstop. I'd love to make it so I don't have to start Tim Foley this season. But we're just going to have to see. But I do think we trade Jim Harden while he still has some level of value and see what we can get for him. Eddie Prasad ain't nothing. I'm not really seeing anybody here that's worth trading for. I'm going to go to prospects. And we'll just try to get rid of him in order to build up a minor league system. I don't hate Robles, actually. I don't think he's got too much of a role on this team right now, but I don't hate him. Let's make this trade. It's going to save us a bunch of money, too, which is always a positive sign. And I will go and let Robles get some reps in spring training. I think that's fair. Okay. So, go ahead and do your thing. Set all the lineups, please. We're going to go to a 6-man starting rotation for spring training, and there we go. And let us simulate, my friends. Let us simulate the shit out of these games. Now remember, we don't need anything incredible from our shortstop. We just need someone who can hit, sort of. Which is better than we've ever gotten out of, what's-his-face? Clete Boyer. No big improvements for Tim Foley. I'm a little sad about that. I was kind of hoping we'd get something big from him. But he is only 19, right? I think it is neither fair nor appropriate to expect him to be reasonably good at this point. I think we just need to give him some time. So time, my friend, is what you shall have. I'm going to send you to the minors. And I'm going to tag you so I learn all the things about you. And I'm going to make sure they can't send you down. Okay. That's probably the easiest call I was going to make this season. Here's the second easiest call. Later. I have way too many pitchers. It is known. Gotta get rid of 5. I'm not starting Ricky Clark if I don't have to. So that means Splitworf makes the team. I like having Clark as like a backup pitcher. So I'm going to send down Necro. I'm going to send down John Lamb. And I'm going to send down Dan McGinn. I keep finding reasons not to send down Mike Marshall. Like, I would send down Tom Butters, but I don't think he'll accept it. Oh, he will accept it. Okay, cool. 13 pitches is still way too much, so goodbye, Mike Marshall. You're going to the minors. I hope you figure it out. Then it gives me 13 position players. I appreciate Aurelio Rodriguez's defense. I really do. But Rich McKinney isn't terrible. And he's also a pretty decent hitter. So I think we're going to send down Rodriguez, and McKinney's going to make the roster. Clete Boyer is still a phenomenal shortstop. But I think it's kind of silly hoping that he'll improve. I also think we better start by carrying Robles on the roster, letting him be our starting shortstop, and seeing what he can manage. Felipe Alou, I'm going to trade you. With 300 at-bats, you couldn't manage jack shit. I'll look at regulars, but I don't really want veterans. Okay, fine. I'll look at veterans too. Can I get a prospect package? No? Okay. Nobody wants Felipe Alou. I can't say as I blame him. I'd just rather have Bobby Brooks. Whenever we take a demotion, probably not. I don't really want to cut him. But I've had him for 2 seasons now. He just isn't very good. If he's not hitting for power, which he hasn't been, he's not a good hitter. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and, weird as it sounds, I'm going to cut him. Robles to the minors seems obvious. Unless I could trade Boyer? No, nobody wants Clete Boyer. I think it makes sense to let Robles develop a bit in the minors, see if he can improve at all, and then maybe call him up. Okay, my friends. Pitching-wise, let's do a 5-man rotation. And it's going to be Jenkins, Sutton, Bruce, Griffin, and Splitworf. No, Splitworf, then Griffin. There we go. Bullpen is fine. Ricky Clark, emergency starter, long reliever. I have no issues here. Done. Take away the secondary role. I want Baldwin in when we really need him. I don't want him being stupid. Okay, lineups. Here's where we're going to earn our money. Jose Cardinal is too good an all-around hitter to be the leadoff hitter. He's got to be number 3. With Rich Rollins batting second and Joe Morgan leading off. Tommy Aggie hits cleanup and Carlos May hits 5th. Hitting 6th is gonna be Pags, Jimmy Pags, Pagliarone, then Luis Aparicio, and then finally Clete Boyer. Our backups are gonna be McKinney at the corners. No. Game. Oh my god. It's like they're ignoring the one I'm picking. There you go. McKinney's going to be back up at the corners. And how bad are you in the outfield? You're not great, but you're not terrible. I think that's good enough to let you get in some reps and right every now and again. Buck Martinez is going to be the backup catcher. Pags is already in his 30s, right? Yeah. Let's let Buck Martinez start once every 10 games and see where that gets us. Mr. Trachevsky here can be back up at second and short. He's pretty good at both of those. I'm gonna let McKinney back up the backup at second and short. I don't think it's a great idea, but I don't think it's a bad one. Archie Moore backs up in center. And Mr. Bobby Brooks backs up in left. And then we're going to go Brooks here and McKinney here. Number 1 pinch hitter is going to be Mr. McKinney here. Followed by Brooksy. Followed by Moore. Good base runners. I don't really have any. I guess Mr. Trachevsky is the closest to being a decent runner, but I don't like it. Could use a bit more team speed among non-starters, but here we are. Paste and paste. Boom. Let's roll, my friends. Let's make sure that everyone that got on the Major League roster has a 40-man spot. They do. Away we go. So long, Gary Wagner. I would tell you that I'd miss you, but that would be a lie. Tommy, my dude, this whole bullshit of getting injured for multiple weeks each season needs to stop, please. I'm going to check the waivers, and I'm going to see if there is, in fact, a decent center fielder I might be able to grab. I can grab Ted Savage, who can't play center, but can at least play the outfield. I'm going to claim him, just because I do need a... Oh, I literally can't afford him, because I literally can't take on any salary whatsoever. Hey, Tom Hutton. Enjoy figuring out the outfield. May and Pags get moved up. Moore's going to be batting there. Yeah, Tom Hutton, you're going to play center, I guess. You can't handle it, but I don't have another choice. Copy, copy. Once again, we're already running into the problem from last season, which is we just don't have a ton of depth in the outfield. That is an issue that we need to figure out. Damn, Joe Negro. Sorry, bro. In order for Tim Foley to go to the majors, I need to see significant improvement here, not just marginal improvement. So until that time arrives, I think we're going to wait. Not even going to look at any of the stats. It's not going to matter. We don't have enough of a sample size to make any decisions like that right now. I guess we're Jenkins and Sutton and praying for Nothin. Maybe. I mean, that was pretty terrible, but that's where we are right now. Okay. I am gonna go ahead and bat. No, it makes more sense to bat Aggie at least 5th. I'm gonna let May bat 4th until Aggie gets his footing, but until then, Carlos May's gonna hit cleanup. Which I don't think he's going to be great at, but I don't have a big-time power hitter. So we're going to have to see. Really, game? Can you just leave my damn outfielders alone, please? Okay, what's our issue? Well, we're not going to score runs with our leadoff hitter hitting 224. The rest of his game isn't bad, so all he's got to do is just heat up a little bit, and I think we'll be okay. But yeah, our offense is quite frankly an embarrassment. Like, we've gone from Carlos May as a useful part to Carlos May as the entire offense, and I don't like how that goes. I mean, the pitching staff other than Tom Griffin is killing it. But our defense is also really bad. What is the issue there? Not ratings. Oh dear. I don't know what's going on with Jimmy Pags. His efficiency is god-awful. No, efficiency is more of a team stat, so I'm not quite sure where he's falling short. But I don't like it. Like, by zone rating, Carlos May, Doy, is the biggest issue, but I can't pull him out of the lineup. He's too good. He's too good offensively, and benching or trading him would just kill the team. So the question then becomes, is that okay? Is it okay to torch the team if it means they get a good return on Carlos May? I'm going to lightly shop him specifically for a prospect package. I'm getting literally nothing of value. Generic multiplayer package, please. Single player package? Wow, Carlos May has absolutely no trade value. That's gross. That is really gross. So I guess we're stuck with him, better or worse. Yeah. Tom Griffin is quite badly struggling, but frankly, I'm willing to let him pitch through it. I think that's the only way he'll learn. Let's go ahead and advance up to the All-Star break, or to July, and let's see how things look from there. If Joe Morgan heats up, we have a fair shot to maybe make some noise. I mean, I'm not going to argue with the man who's developed Don Sutton and what's his face. What is his face? Ferguson Jenkins. Wow, why did I remember his name? But yeah, welcome back, dude. I'm not going to bring back Wally Flager. He's the one that's grumpiest with the current coaching staff, and I think if I fire him and get a better replacement, I think we'll be a little bit better off. I'm going to let everyone from 1970 just let them go. I think we need to do kind of a bit of a purge and get some better coaching talent. So we'll let the other 1970s guys go. Jim Colburn really doesn't do it for me. There's nothing about him I'm interested in, so you can kindly fuck off with that offer. No, I don't need mediocre pitching. I've never needed mediocre pitching. What I freaking need is a bat. I need a really big thumper somewhere in my lineup. And I just don't know where we're going to find one. Who is making it from HOU? Don Sutton. Jose Cardinal. And that's it. Really, is Ferguson Jenkins having a bad season? Is that a thing that can happen? No, he's having an amazing season. He's got a losing record. So you're going to take a giant shit on his stats. It's not his fault why my team can't hit. And that Joe Morgan is essentially vanished as an offensive threat. Like, I appreciate you getting on base, my dude. But you're striking out a lot. And you're not hitting for contact. Like at all. That is distantly troubling. Okay. We're going to jump up to roster expansion, and thanks, game. Thank you. Hey, Jeff Torborg, I guess you're getting your shot in the big leagues to back up Buck Martinez. Like, I mean, Jimmy Pag certainly wasn't having an amazing season, but I wasn't ready to just dump him. But here we are, I guess. We're gonna see if Buck Martinez can provide us with quality offense. We need a big bat. We can't do anything further in this season without a big bat. And so I think that's where we have to start. We have to check the trade block and see who might be available. Literally no one. There is nobody on the trade block that is even a little bit interesting in terms of offense. Fan-fucking-tastic. I guess we just go forward then. Like, I have no way to get a better player. That's the issue. Nobody is offering up, they're wanting to trade, like, a good bat. And I totally get that. I absolutely get that. Why on earth wouldn't people be reluctant to give up a premium bat? But it does mean that our ceiling is forever going to be limited. I could trade Joe Morgan. I could try to trade him. But that just seems like I'm giving up. Am I giving up? Am I deciding for better or worse, it's not going to get any better, I'm getting rid of him? And the answer, I think, has to be no. I don't think I'm ready yet. I don't think I'm ready to just say, no more Joe Morgan. I might be ready to say no more Luis Aparicio, though. I think we just kind of ride with what we've got. I don't think there's another solution this season. There's just nobody I can go out and get that would move the needle. I mean, I'll check again to see what might be available on the trade block, but we're just not going to be able to find anyone, I don't think. That's where we are, my friends. That is where we are. I don't think there's another solution to this problem. Can you give me a scouting report on Tim Foley, please? It looks like I haven't gotten one on him in a while. Yeah, not since April. Can I get that scouting report, please? I think we're just going to put up the fact that it's going to be lean years. And this just happens to be one of them. Our pitching is phenomenal. We've really done a great job of building an imposing staff. And the offense is just not carrying them. Jose Cardinal, Carlos May, Tommy Aggie, all having good to great seasons. Carlos May, not as much. But he's at least looking interesting. But, I mean, Joe Morgan's getting on base. I can't be too upset with anyone that gets on base as much as he does, but I'm not happy with his performance. I will go ahead and bump Tommy Aggie back up in the lineup because he is about where he ought to be now. I need to get rid of Carlos May at this point, even if I have to take a loss on the actual deal. We'll figure it out, but... Jimmy Pags, I gotta be honest with you, I really don't see much point in letting you start again. I'd rather see what I have in Buck Martinez for the rest of the season, so I'm gonna make you the backup. And I'm sure you're gonna get whiny and pissy with me, and that's fine. You can do what you want. But it's just where we are right now. Tom Griffin's career might be done before it starts. He just keeps getting hurt, which is not great, but it's where we are right now. Ricky Clark back in the rotation. You can be no relief. Yeah, I'm letting all you fuckers go. Deal with it. How have I not gotten my scouting report yet? Are you just like a moron? What? Did you just like ignore me? No, here we go. August 3rd, 1970. Yeah, he hasn't gotten any better. That's disappointing. He's getting better at playing second, which I guess is not nothing, but you're still a very long way away from the majors, which is a bit sad. But you're also super young, so I'm not, like, gonna cry about it. Wait, what? We won the... What? I'm sorry. What? How? Like, okay, that tracks. You can't give me something nice without taking something good away from me, but... What witchcraft is this? How did I make the bloody playoffs? I genuinely don't get it, but I guess that's where we are. So cool. Didn't expect that at all. Can I add Joe Negro? I don't want you on the secondary roster. I want to put you on the playoff roster. No, I can't? Okay. Yeah, I can't do it. Everyone that can be on the roster is on the roster. That's great. I didn't think we'd make it. I'm equally convinced we're not going to make it very far, but we can see what happens. Friends, I am utterly flabbergasted. I mean, part of it is Tommy Aggie turning it on, right? I mean, he almost hit 30 homers. That's not a nothing thing, but, like, holy shit. Is the words I'm looking for? Why is Ricky Clark my number 2 pitcher? That is false. I guess Fergie Jenkins is a bit tired. Don Sutton got it done. You gotta love that. Roger Maris playing for the Cardinals also just feels right. Isn't that who he started out with? Didn't he play for the Cardinals? Oh, was at the end of his career. That's when he started for Cleveland. I remember that now. I mean, I don't remember that because I wasn't that old at the time, and that's cool. Oh, okay. We're in the World Series? What? Huh? I don't know. But yes, let's not mince words. Our rotation was phenomenal. But this lineup has just not been great. It hasn't been bad, but I mean, I'm here for it. Let's see what happens. Well, Don Sutton got lit up. That'll happen when you're facing an offense that's actually somewhat competent. Yeah. Yeah, guys, I don't think we have a chance. Which, I mean, I'm happy to be here. I am elated to be here. Hey, we won a game, so we can go home with our heads held relatively high. And then Don Sutton got lit up again. I mean, I don't blame Don Sutton. I blame the fact that my offense, which sucked all season, continued to suck. Yeah. They hit home runs, and we didn't. That's what it comes down to. I mean, there's not much else to talk about. They had power, and we had absolutely no power. Tom Seaver was freaking incredible, though. And our big name pitchers didn't really pitch all that well. Fergie Jenkins was solid, but Don Sutton and Paul Splitworf kind of shit the bed. But that's where we are. To be honest, I'm not sure how we made the World Series, and I don't expect to make it next season either. But we did it. We proved there's another way to build a team, which is, I guess, just having every single pitcher in recorded history pitch for your team. Another 2 years. Very good. Very, very good indeed. We're going to get ourselves some new coaches here right quick. And then we'll talk about how the season went. And, yeah. We didn't deserve 92 wins. We didn't. I mean, but yeah. I don't know how we got them. Maybe we just paid someone a lot of money. We love somebody temperamental or easygoing. I would like somebody who can teach outfielders, please. Mr. Rube Fisher, you are normal. Normal's not terrible. Billy Sullivan Jr. Oh, he's personable. We don't like personable on our team. You're temperamental. You know what, Don Richmond? Welcome aboard. You can be my first base coach. A hitting coach. I mean, Allie Clark sounds like a pretty damn solid choice to me. Let's get them high mechanics guys. Let's get Goody Rosen, because that's just a great name, but also I want him to be my coach. And let's try to get Nick for Mark to do the Rookie League. There we go. So, how in the hell did we win 92 games? I want to start by looking in a place I don't often look. I want to see how lucky we were by Pythagorean record. Only better by 1? We won a lot of extra inning games, that's for sure. But, yeah, dude, I don't know. We scored more runs than we allowed, which I find utterly shocking to me, unless it's just the fact I didn't allow very many runs. So let's look at the team, and let's see what went well and what could have gone better. So Tommy Aggie is just incredible. I don't know what his secret is, but I hope he gives us even more of it going forward, because we need it. Jose Cardinal, this remains an amazing trade. Who do we give up for him? What brought Mr. Cardinal to the Astros? Bill Singer. He's had himself an okay career. He's no Jose Cardinal, though, so that was very, very good. And then the lineup just takes a giant shit after Joe Morgan, who ended up having an okay season. I don't see how I can get angry at a first baseman that plays so effectively and gets on base so much. Like, I'd like to see him hit for more contact, and maybe he will next season, but for right now, I'll take it. He also hit for more power than he's hit before. His isolated power was quite a bit higher than normal. So that would be a very welcome thing indeed, if he can start hitting for power regularly. Rich Rollins was fine. He wasn't brilliant, but he was fine. The rest of the team was much less fine. Buck Martinez got 76 starts in 93 games, and he showed that he is an okay catcher. He's not great, he's not terrible, he's merely okay. Carlos May, I can't anymore. Wait, what? How is your contract dropped to 44? What the fuck? Like, any semblance of a bat he's ever had just vanished. It disappeared like a fart in the wind. I've got to get rid of him. I don't care if he is 22 years old. That's gross. I can't have a player that's that terrible defensively also be a terrible hitter. I can't do that. McKinney was fine. Pags was okay. Archie Moore was awful. Can I get anybody of even mediocre interest? Okay, it looks like I can get a lot of people of at least mediocre interest. Ideally, I do want a bigger thumper, but I got to admit, Tony Oliva is not a terrible choice. Eddie Matthews would be fantastic if I could play him at first, which I can't. Guys, I think we trade for Tony Oliva. He's an outstanding outfielder, and he's a really damn good hitter. Still, even at this stage in his career. It's weird they're not playing him more. But I gotta be honest, I don't see much of a downside to Oliva. The other option would be Albie Pearson. Ooh, I like Pearson a lot too. Pearson gets on base at a crazy clip, which Oliva doesn't. I don't think. Am I incorrect in that? Where is my man Oliva? Here we go. Yeah, Oliva's got tremendous pitting skills, but Pearson has all those and is also a wonderful on-base guy. He is 36, whereas Oliva's only 33, or 32 rather. Pearson's just been better because of his ability to get on base at a ridiculous clip. Like, scouting definitely shows he's not the same player he used to be. But I'm not seeing anyone offering me a great young outfielder. I'm only seeing meh. It's a technical term. Can I get a multiplayer package for Mr. May that's any good, maybe? Yes, no, yes, the parrot. Tony Oliva is definitely a plus defender. He hits consistently. He's not as good. I can't. I think I'm betting on the wrong guy, but still I can't stop myself from doing it. I don't see a universe in which Albie Pearson isn't the better choice, because it is everything Oliva does, and he gets on base at a ridiculous clip. I just don't see another player that's worthy of replacing Carlos Met. Let's do it. Would you give me Steve Hovley too? I wonder. Hey, you want Tim Hutton? You can have Tim Hutton. What this does, this gets us two good outfielders and somebody who, if Pearson doesn't work out, like, I'm not saying Hovley is the greatest hitter in the history of Major League Baseball, but I'm saying he could be a useful bat off the bench, and that's worthwhile to me. Is there anyone other than Hutton? I'll give you Aurelio Rodriguez. Done. Alright, so that takes care of one issue. You're both going to be in the majors next season. Bobby Brooks just isn't that great. Cardinal is an exceptional left fielder. I'm just going to slide him over. And that way Pearson can play right. We still need more, though. And the number one most important question we have to ask ourselves is that more of Tim Foley? I mean, Tim Foley destroyed AAA. He played exceptionally well. And I think his raw development is going to go a long way into determining what our ceiling is next season. I truly believe that. Let's talk about our pitching. Jerry Roos, hello. How's it going? You pitched real well. Like, just ridiculously well. Tom Griffin, not so much. You were useful, but you weren't outstanding. This is a team that won because of its pitching, and I don't think anyone would dispute that. I certainly don't dispute that. The Biggins continue to pitch big in Sutton and Jenkins. Roos was an incredible third starter. It's a shame he missed him in the playoffs. And Paul Splitworf proved to be an excellent second-round draft pick. He pitched quite effectively, and up until the postseason anyway. We had a great pitching staff. That's what it is. I'd love one more starter if they could stay healthy, but I'm here for what we've got. I just need that big, crunchy, middle-of-the-order lineup guy. I need someone that can give us consistently 30 to 40 bombs. Aggie could be that guy. I'm just not sure if he's going to be that guy. When did he play for the Astros in real life? He never played for the Astros. I'm an idiot. Just don't talk to me. I'm clearly stupid and don't deserve your attention or your consideration. We clearly stand to replace both Aparicio and Boyer. I have a feeling we're going to get one if we're lucky with Foley, and maybe not even that. But we'll see what happens. But guys, we went to the World Series. If I had no expectations of making the World Series at all, and I just hope we can take what we learned and take it up an even higher level with the addition of Mr. Pearson and maybe another bat or two in the draft. The downside of this incredible season is now we're picking 20th overall. And although there's quite a few decent position players here, I don't think there's enough for us to get a quality player by the time we actually do get to pick. I could be wrong. But even like a Chris Spire falling to us seems like an awfully big ask. I'm here for it if it happens, but I don't think he makes it to us. I think Spire's gone well before then. Yeah. Mike Ivy is a tremendous hitter. I don't think I'd be upset with this pick. He is only 18. I'd like someone a bit closer to contributing in a meaningful way. I don't think I'm going to think too heavily about this. I think we're just going to wait and see who's available at the time I pick. Like, Ron Theobald obviously seems like an okay choice for someone to play second for us, but we'll see what happens. But that is it for today. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode and that you're enjoying the series. Do share your thoughts in the comments, as always. I really appreciate those. Let's see how things go next season. Until then, my friends, this has been Avgardian. Thank you for watching, and I bid you good day.